Welcome to Social World. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get updated each time we post. Thank you. One legal expert predicted that the historic arrest of a former president would result in a flurry of activity that would be a mess for Trump's lawyers to handle in the event that Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg chooses to indict Donald Trump for his part in paying adult film star Stormy Daniels hush money prior to the 2016 election. Former prosecutor Charles Coleman Jr. claimed, while appearing on MSNBC's The Saturday Show with host Jonathan Capehart, that the fact that Trump was invited rather than summoned to appear before a Manhattan grand jury indicates that an indictment is imminent. He began by explaining to the host, "This is yet another indication of Alvin Bragg's intention here. Because they are protected from self-incrimination under the Fifth Amendment, you cannot subpoena them to testify. He would only be summoned if you thought he might be a witness." When questioned about going to trial, Coleman suggested that it would become a circus following Trump's arrest. "The grand jury has to actually return a true bill is the first thing," Coleman explained. "The majority of us now don't think that's a big problem because, as the saying goes, you can charge a ham sandwich." However, assuming that occurs, DA Bragg would be required to file the indictment and Donald Trump would be taken into custody, brought before a judge, and arraigned on the indictment's charges. "It becomes a logistical nightmare from there," he suggested. "Due to the fact that this case will receive unprecedented public scrutiny of every aspect. Court updates will be available practically everywhere. If this attempt were to go to trial, I have no doubt that Donald Trump's lawyers will fight it with a plethora of motions, attempting to either dismiss it or alter the nature of the actual trial. Again, there are numerous logistical considerations that could cause this to be a mess," he continued. Glenn Kirshner said that a judge could make the former president's life more difficult before going to trial in response to the news that the former president has been invited to testify before a grand jury in Manhattan next week. This could result in the former president being indicted for hush money paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels in 2016. Kirshner asserted that an indictment appears likely and that Trump's ability to run for president may be hindered by court orders. When looking at the political repercussions from a legal perspective, is there any law that would prevent Trump from being elected if he is indicted or convicted in a state or federal case? Is there any situation in which a conviction would prevent him from campaigning? Are there any time or travel restrictions that would prevent him from campaigning? He was questioned. He responded, "There is no legal prohibition, constitutional prohibition, case law, or precedent that says an aspiring, presidential candidate cannot run for office if indicted." Thank you for watching.